Stop scrolling. You think you know travel? You think you know this country? Think again. This place is not a country, it's a geographical challenge. This is Chile. It's the world's longest party, a ridiculously narrow strip of land packed with more extreme landscapes than some continents. We're talking 4,300 kilometers where you can literally start your morning on the surface of Mars, and end your day trying to avoid getting head-butted by a penguin. It's absurd. It's epic. Welcome to the ultimate journey, desert to glacier in 10 minutes. I'm driving the entire country, and I promise you, the way we end this journey is a frozen mic drop. Stick around. North, desert moonscape and clear skies. Okay, we're starting where few people on Earth can survive, the Atacama. The world's driest place. This isn't just a desert, it's a desert that went to art school and decided to sculpt itself into the Valley of the Moon. We were up before the sun was even thinking about rising for the El Teatio geysers. Seriously, imagine a high-altitude steam bath where the temperature is barely above freezing. You're freezing your butt off, but then you see these massive columns of water and steam erupting like nature's pressure cookers. It's wild. And speaking of wild, I drove for 6 hours down this dusty road. It's that long. But the payoff? The night sky. Because there's no moisture, the stars are so crisp, so bright, they look absolutely Photoshop. Honestly, Atacama feels like a different planet. And it's only our first stop. Central, urban art and wine time to ditch the dust for the deluge of color, chaos, and culture in central Chile. First up, Valparaiso. Forget your clean, grid-like cities. This port city is a masterpiece painted directly onto the hillsides. We're using these beautiful, rickety old funiculars, the famous elevators, just to navigate the maze. Every single wall, every staircase, is covered in art. It smells like sea air, street food, and aerosol paint. The goal here isn't to look for a museum, it's to get lost. Then we hit Santiago. The capital is a city of layers, but my favorite is the food layer. Time for the ultimate Chilean challenge, the completo. This is a hot dog. But it's also an entire meal. It's got tomatoes, it's got mayo, and it's buried under a mountain of fresh avocado, palta, as they call it here. Eating one gracefully is impossible. Don't even try. To wash down that culinary marathon, you need a pisco sour. It's sharp, it's refreshing, and it's the legal minimum requirement for a successful night out. Salad. See, the lakes and volcanoes. We're moving south into the Lake District now, and this is where Chile gets active. We're talking volcanoes, climbing, and epic views. The adventure hub is Pucón, and that means we had to tackle Volcán Villarrica. This hike is part uphill scramble, part physical therapy, and part existential crisis. But when you stand on that snow-capped summit, looking down at the emerald lakes and the vast green wilderness, that is the view you earned. It makes you feel tiny, but alive. And because every great challenge deserves an equally great reward, we headed straight to the Termas Geométricas. Picture this, 17 natural hot springs, all connected by stunning redwood and walkways, surrounded by lush forest. This is the definition of, I deserve this. It's pure, uninterrupted relaxation before the final push. South, glaciers, penguins, and the end. Okay. We've reached the end game. The absolute end of the line. Welcome to Patagonia. This is where the long party finally hits the frozen after party. We went from the world's driest desert to the most epic ice formations on Earth. The air is crisp, the light is dramatic, and the scale is absolutely overwhelming. The Torres del Paine are unreal. These granite towers literally punch through the sky. They look like they belong on a fantasy film set. Every photo looks like a postcard, and every breath is a reminder of how raw and wild this planet is. But let's keep it fun. This is how the locals dress for the weather. Seriously, these Magellanic penguins waddle like they're late for a very important appointment. They are awkward, adorable, and the perfect, quirky cap to this truly epic journey. We started on the surface of Mars, and we ended at the beginning of the Ice Age. Chile is not just a trip, it's 10 countries in one. That's it. That's the world's longest party, 4,300 kilometers conquered. From the blazing sun of Atacama to the icy wind of Patagonia, Chile delivers contrast and adventure on an unmatched scale. If you want a trip that constantly surprises you, this is where you go. Now, I need to know your opinion. Like this video and tell me in the comments below, Atacama or Patagonia? Where would you start your Chilean adventure? I'm reading every single one. And while you're down there, click that subscribe button so you don't miss the next epic adventure. Thanks for traveling with me. I'll see you soon.